Hello everybody, this is Stephen House and this is Full Time Devils. You've got me on a chair outside Old Trafford in the rain talking about transfers. Deal with it. So Euro 2016 is going on, but we've actually had a transfer in the last week. Eric Bailly has signed for Manchester United pending a work permit, but there's loads going on in the papers. Let's get stuck into them now. So the first one that we've got for you this morning is Breel Embolo, the Switzerland forward, looked bright at the weekend. Red Bull Leipzig are supposedly, according to the Mirror at least, pulled out of the transfer for him because they think Manchester United have won the race for him. Now this looks like a bit of an exciting talent, someone that you could definitely see fitting into a counter-attack in Manchester United side. I think this has got a good chance of happening. I'm going to say 7 out of 10. Now, the Sun have been talking about Matic joining Jose Mourinho at Manchester United. Now, Matic was supposedly one of Mourinho's favourites, but there was also talk that they fell out in the last year, so I'm not sure that this one's too likely. And I also think he's very similar to the way Morgan Schneiderlin plays. If we was going to sign a midfielder, I would like it to be someone a little bit more dynamic, so I'm not feeling this one. 3 out of 10, plus it's the Sun. Speaking of dynamic midfielders, Kanté, N'Golo Kanté. This is in the Mirror. They're saying that Manchester United are going to activate the £22 million release clause for the Leicester midfielder. Now, this is a player that I could get behind us signing. This is the sort of engine room midfielder that Manchester United have lacked. If we sign this guy, I could see us doing very, very well next year. I can't see him staying at Leicester. I do think Leicester are going to get picked apart, which is sad, but if we're benefiting from it, then I'm not overly bothered. I think this one, probably unlikely, but I would love it, so 5 out of 10. Now, this one broke a little bit over the weekend. Marco Verratti has been linked with Manchester United by the Express in a £79 million bid. Now, I've just said that we're lacking in midfield a little bit, but £79 million, I don't see this transfer happening. 79's £80 million, you're talking about unbelievable, top of the tree, world-class players. If we've got that sort of cash to throw around on a midfielder from Italy, Paul Pogba's the one I want to see. Not buying this. The Express doesn't have the greatest of track record. 2 out of 10. Right, this one that we've got for you is in the Mirror. This is Zlatan Ibrahimovic might be delaying his move to Manchester United because he wants to play at the Olympics for Sweden. Now, normally, I would say this is just a load of rhubarb, but this is Zlatan that we're talking about, and Zlatan does what he wants, doesn't he? So I do think he's coming to United. I think that's almost nailed on. Will he go to the Olympics and delay his move to United, missing pre-season? It's Zlatan. I think he probably will do, so I'm going to give this one 7 out of 10. The Independent have been saying that if Manchester United don't sign Zlatan Ibrahimovic, then one player that we might look to is Morata of Juventus. Now, this one doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. The reason that we're going for Zlatan Ibrahimovic is to bring some much-needed experience to a very young, a very exciting, and a front line that's filled with potential, really. If you sign Morata, you're just getting a bit more of the same as we've already got, and I don't want that. I want us to bring in Zlatan for the different thing that he's going to bring to that forward line, especially in terms of confidence and experience. Not buying it. I hope it doesn't happen. 2 out of 10 for me. All right, that's the ins covered for today. Now, we've had a couple of actual transfers going out, and there's no surprises here, ladies and gentlemen. This is Nick Powell. You remember the Wolfsburg super sub, that guy? Yeah, he's been released from Manchester United in a move that shocked absolutely no one, including Nick Powell, I am sure. And also Victor Valdez. Considering Victor Valdez didn't even have a locker in the first team dressing room, I don't think this comes as a surprise to anybody either. So we wish them both good luck with their future careers, wherever they may be. Here's a strange one for you. Duncan Castles in the Times. This is... I don't know how to rip this apart without swearing, let's put it that way. And he's saying that the gay faces Wednesday ultimatum over £47 million Real Madrid move. Really? Is there really going to be an ultimatum when he's in the middle of the Euros, Duncan? Sort your napper out, my friend. David De Gea's not going anywhere, I don't think, this summer. Wouldn't surprise me if he does eventually move to Real Madrid, but I think from the quotes that he's come out and said about Jose Mourinho at Manchester United, he would look ridiculous now if he then moved on to Real Madrid in the midst of saying all those things. So while I do think it's inevitable at some stage in his career he does go to Real Madrid, it's not this summer. Duncan, behave. 1 out of 10 at best. Ashley Fletcher has been on loan for the second half of the season at Barnsley, where he helped them secure promotion to League One. Now, Ashley is very unlucky that he went on loan at the time when he might have been the first in line ahead of Marcus Rashford to get all the first team opportunities that Marcus went and got. And he's come out and he said a couple of really interesting things, that he sees himself competing with Marcus Rashford and being in the running for first team next year, which is very ambitious from the lad. But the Star are talking it up that Gary Monk wants to take him on loan at Leeds United, or even a permanent deal at Leeds United, and sees him being part of the fixture there at Leeds. So this is something that I could see happening. I'm not sure that there's room for all of the young strikers that we've got at the club, and I include Will Keane, I include James Wilson. There's plenty of young strikers at the club, and I think Ashley might just unfortunately miss out. I think it'd be excellent if he went and moved to Leeds, so I'm going to give this one a 6 out of 10. Right, we've powered through the transfers, the ins and the outs. That's what I've had to say on them. Let's have a look at United on YouTube to see what you lot on YouTube are saying.
Hey guys, it's Anagar from Football Day 9. Now for the transfer review, we need a few players to transfer the title. We need a striker. My wish would be Zlatan Ibrahimovic, who I hope signs after Euros. We need a pacey right winger who will beat players. I hope a player like Bale or Mahrez, but that will be unlikely. But still, that's what we need.
In the last week, we've seen the signing of Eric Bailly. Don't know too much about him, but I'm really pleased that Jose Mourinho looks like he's trying to get signings done early, which we flapped around a bit last season and got signings done last minute.
Hi guys, this is Rishi from the United Star. I just wanted to say while the Euros are all great for summer football and entertainment, it's halting our transfers.
I would need a midfielder who is very physical and aggressive. For me, Nainggolan would fit this role. He has everything. So I would go for Nainggolan. We need one more centre back and a fullback. So we got Eric Bailly. For me, Varane would be fantastic. And a fullback, maybe Jose Gaya.
It's going to be until the Euros that we sign a much needed right mid and hopefully a good striker as well to support the likes of Rashford and Martial.
With players away on international duty, it will be hard, but it does bode well for the future.
I think we really need a right midfielder, and there's some good players out there such as Coman, and I'm hoping we step it up.
Thank you guys, and please subscribe to Football Day 9.
Thanks to them lads for getting involved. Let us know in the comments, on Twitter or anywhere that you want, who should we get involved in United on YouTube. It's not just about us, we want to get as many YouTubers involved in this as possible, so please go tag them, mention them in the comments, and we'll see what we can do to get them involved. Next up, my favourite part of the weekend, Bullshit Bingo! Some absolute crackers in there. Now make sure you keep an eye out on Twitter, on all the gutter press, because I'm sure some of them journalists are going to use them headlines as the weeks progress and as they get more desperate for needing transfer rumours. Now thank you to everybody that's got involved, all the guys from United on YouTube, all you lot for getting involved on Twitter, and of course all you lot for watching at home. Thank you once again for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe and comment for more transfer news on Full Time Devils. We'll see you soon.
It's Euro 2016 and it is also the transfer market, which means we are keeping a keen eye on who is going to impress out there. And these are my top 10 players to watch at Euro 2016.